What if one of the biggest secrets in the entire book of Revelation wasn't hidden in some complex vision, but was actually sitting right there in a single sentence about architecture? Today, we're going to unpack an incredible message of unity, all packed into the description of just 12 foundations.
It sounds almost too simple, right? How much can you really hide in one sentence? Well, as we're about to see, this one line of ancient text holds the key to a massive, truly eternal concept. All right, so this is the verse at the heart of it all, Revelation 21:14. It says, "The wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb." Now, on the surface, that just sounds like a blueprint, but trust me, it is so much more than that. So let's dive right in. First up, the city's secret foundation. See, this verse isn't just giving us architectural specs for a physical wall. No, it's laying out a spiritual blueprint, a design for a perfect and everlasting unity.
When you break it down, this one sentence gives us three crucial pieces of the puzzle. We have one single unified wall, we have 12 foundations that act more like layers, and we have 12 specific names written on them. Each part builds on the last, and it's amazing.
Now, to really see how all this connects, we have to get the structure right. And there's a common misconception about these 12 foundations that, honestly, once you clear it up, it changes absolutely everything. The key is hiding in the original Greek. The word they used is themelios. Now, this doesn't mean separate pillars or a bunch of individual bases. It's talking about the foundation of one single unified structure. So you got to think layers, not columns. So, just to be super clear, we're not talking about 12 separate pillars standing apart from each other. The reality is one solid wall built on 12 fused, interwoven layers. It's a picture of absolute oneness, not separation. And the symbolism here is just, wow. It's profound. This architecture represents a deep spiritual truth. The 12 tribes of the Old Covenant and the 12 apostles of the New, they're not separate anymore. They are fused together into one eternal people, one eternal city. It's the whole story of God's plan in one place.
Okay, so we understand the structure now, but what about what's actually written on it? These foundations don't just exist, they carry names, specifically the names of the apostles of the Lamb.
And here they are, the 12 men personally chosen by Jesus. You've got fishermen like Peter, Andrew, all the way to Matthias, the one who replaced Judas. Their names are forever etched right into the very foundation of the city.
But it is so important to understand why their names are there. It's not about glorifying the men themselves. Their names represent their unified, unwavering testimony, their eyewitness account of the death and resurrection of the Lamb. It's the gospel message itself that forms the foundation.
And this is where it gets truly fascinating. It turns out that the meanings of the apostles' names themselves, when you put them all together, they form a single, coherent, and incredibly powerful prophetic message.
Just look at this. You have Peter, which means rock, reminding us the church is built on Christ. You have John, which means Yahweh is gracious, which speaks of a life lived by grace. James means supplanter, which points to the new covenant replacing the old. Matthew means gift of Yahweh, showing that salvation is a gift. Each name adds another layer to this amazing story.
And when you actually weave all 12 of those meanings together, you get this stunning summary. The bride is strengthened. The old is supplanted by the new, for God is gracious. In him she rides in victory, sealed forever as the eternal gift of God. An entire gospel message hidden in plain sight in their names. It's just incredible.
So, what holds all of this together? I mean, a layered foundation with a hidden message built into it. It needs one final crucial piece to lock it all in place. And that brings us to the most important part of all, the chief cornerstone.
And this gets us right to the ultimate truth. While the apostles' testimony about Jesus forms the layers, there is only one true foundation. As Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians, "For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Jesus Christ." And Ephesians makes this rule perfectly clear. The entire household of God is built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, with Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone. He's the one who joins the walls, locks all the layers together, and makes the whole structure stable and perfectly aligned. And that brings us right back to the ultimate takeaway. 1. A unified structure combining the Old and New Covenants. A single gospel message woven through the apostles' names. And it all points to one, unified people of God, brought together in Jesus. The whole thing is a story of perfect oneness.
So that really leaves us with a final thought to chew on. If the very foundation of this eternal city is a message of unbreakable, perfect unity in Christ, what are we building on top of it today? Definitely something to think about.